This is Module 6, Lesson 9 for 7th grade on conditions for a unique triangle, 3 sides and 2 sides, and the included angle. All right, whole bunch of stuff going on here. So the first thing we're going to do is read number 1. It says a triangle XYZ exists with side lengths of segments below. All right, so these are basically the sides of this triangle we're going to create. So we're going to draw triangle XYZ with the same side lengths that we are given here. So it says use your compass, but we're going to use our protractor. We're going to draw these sides. You need to make sure you measure the lengths. So first, I want you to come down. I want you to measure all these lengths with your ruler or your protractor. Okay, write the lengths up above. So go ahead and pause the video so you can do that for a minute, and then I will help you to construct it. All right, so if you measured correctly, this one here is 3 centimeters. This one here is 7 centimeters. And the last one is 9 centimeters. All right, so we're going to build this together. Now, under the conditions of triangle XYZ, compare the triangle you drew with your friends. So when we're done, we're going to compare it up. So we have XZ is my longest. So I'm going to make that my baseline. And again, I'm not using a ruler with my tablet here, so I'm kind of guessing, but make sure yours is actually 9 centimeters. So we're going to label that 9 centimeters, and this is X, and this is Z. All right, now we're going to put in XY, and the reason I'm doing XY is because I have an X here. All right, so I'm going to connect my XY. Now my XY is a small angle, so I'm going to make it 3 centimeters, and this is XY. Now I have my 7 centimeter, which is YZ. And connect that. And again, make sure you're measuring all these, not guessing like I am. Then it says, once you do all your side lengths, what are your angle measurements? So take your protractor, put the center of your protractor right here on that vertex, and find out where this line hits your protractor. It should be around 45 degrees. All right, I want you to find the measurement of that angle and the measurement of that angle. And just a helpful hint, your triangle adds up to 180. So triangles equal 180 degrees. So if your 3 numbers that you get on the inside are more than 180 or less than 180, one of your measurements is wrong. All right, so go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you on number 2. Okay, for number 2, we have triangle ABC here. We're going to look at these tack marks. If you remember this from previous lessons, this side, and then we have 2 here, and then we have 3 here. All right, so when we create our corresponding triangle, we're going to copy this. We need to make sure that we keep those lengths the same. So the first thing I want you to do is we're going to measure these lengths. So measure AB. When you measure AB, you should get 2.6 centimeters. When you measure AC, you should get 4.2 centimeters. And when you measure CB, you should get 5.4 centimeters. Now I want you to draw this same triangle, but I want you to rotate it. Make it identical, but I want you to change its position somehow, okay? So go ahead and pause the video and come back and check yours with mine in just a second here. All right, so what I did is I went in this direction. I kind of flipped it around. So this is my A, and this is my B, and I measured that to be 2.6 centimeters, and I'm going to give that 2 tack marks because my AB had 2 tack marks. Then I created my baseline going out this way. I made BC my baseline, so I'm going to label that C, and that was 5.4 centimeters. And then I connected these two, my AC, which was 4.2 centimeters. Now this one had 3 check marks and this one had just 1. Now I need to find my measurements of my angles. All right, so with my measurements of my angles, I lined up my protractor, put it right there on that vertex. And this came out to 49 degrees. I measured this one over here, putting my protractor right on that vertex, and I got 29 degrees. So I'm going to let you find what angle A is. If your triangle didn't come out this way, you might want to try it over again and make sure that you're measuring those lengths accurately, because that will change your triangle angle measurements as well. All right, so let's look at 3. Now I'm going to walk you through 3, but 3 and 4 is going to be on you guys. So they started us off here where we have angle D is 40 degrees. Now they're saying that DE is 4 centimeters. So angle DF is 7 centimeters. So what I recommend doing is making this your DF. You're going to redraw it, of course. So make your baseline your 7 centimeters. So draw out 7 centimeters, label it DF, measure it to be 40 degrees, and then so this is obviously going to be your E up here. And then between E and F, this needs to be 4 centimeters. Then once you do that, you need to find the other angle measures, this one and that one, okay? And again, reminder that a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. So you want to make sure you already have 40. This one's obviously going to be a bigger angle. This one's going to be more of an acute angle. So you need 2 other measurements that when you add all 3 measurements together, you get a 180 degree. And number 4, you're doing the same thing, but this one I want you to see if you can decode all this wording to build your own triangle. So that concludes this video tutorial.